Now for a very daunting privilege, which is introducing June Wayne to you. I know that she is known well to all of you, but it is really my chance to say a few things that I feel very strongly about. As an artist, June Wayne has always been at the frontiers of knowledge, combining science and art in a wholly innovative way. Visionary truly is defined by her. Her works, as you can see on the walls, you can see the series Stellar Winds, both to my left and my right. Her works have great power, but also delicacy. They are of surpassing beauty, and yet they are very strong. And we are all, in the art world, in a sense, her followers. She is responsible for the revival of lithography in the United States. It was an older technology that she and others made new again. What a rare combination is June. She is a leader, an intellectual, a doer, a really gifted writer. She is the author of brilliant and influential essays. And she is a wonderful friend to many, and to me. June, we treasure you and the vision you represent. So it is truly our honor to honor you, and we are giving you this Visionary Award. So.
Or so years ago, I'm not going to talk about every one of those years, President Sample came to USC and he gave a dinner and he sent out invitations. I don't remember where we ate, where it took place, but I was invited and I went and I thought to myself, we got a good one. I remember it well, although I did not believe it was so long ago. And while I'm speaking of long ago, I should tell you that until a couple of weeks ago, I thought I was still 11. At that time, I forgot my own dictum, which I preached to every artist I knew, and I think I've known 100,000 American artists. Lots of artists from everywhere. And we are all very much alike, you know. So that if one has a pain in New Jersey, we feel it in Los Angeles. And my point was that our own best tool is ourselves, our bodies. And taking care of ourselves was our first task. And I forgot that. And about 3 weeks ago, I was running across the wet cobblestones outside my studio and took a dreadful fall, and here I am with a cane and trembling like a wet cat. It's very hard to follow your own advice. But I do hope that all of you will remember that you are your own best, greatest tool and resource. Now, I want to use this occasion, and I ask permission. Something quite wonderful happened to me when I heard a few weeks ago Quincy Jones speak up for the first time in this election and ask for a cabinet position for the arts. This has been a long, long ambition for me, which I could do nothing to accomplish. But Quincy could and did, and I hope that that idea will float around in your heads. And remember that we artists, we people who fall, we people who imagine, we people who mess up, that we will remember this and continue our efforts to integrate the arts into the very fabric of this country, which is not going to happen until we see ourselves as that kind of citizen, that deserving of that kind of status. So, Quincy Jones, thank you. We've never met. I've heard you. And of course I remember the other Quincy Jones, great architect. But on this occasion, please, a little extra room for this 90-year-old. You know, the word is nonagenarian. That's just too old. So if there's anybody here who has the secret for revitalizing some of my parts, please see me.
Gail Garner-Roski designed a most beautiful award for June, and we are so sorry that she's not feeling well and can't be with us. So Ed is a wonderful substitute, and he is going to unveil this wonderful thing that was made by the Judson Glass Studio. We have a great history with the Judson Glass Studio. Our first dean in 1895 was William Lees Judson, the great-grandfather of the current owner, David Judson.
I'm afraid oh, how beautiful. I'm so grateful. And can I say one more thing? I want to thank Ruth, who has been my colleague, my sister, my friend, all of our friends. She has always worked for artists. And if I don't shut up, I'll say something stupid and ruin the occasion.
I'm very moved. It's a little, okay. I'm going to gather myself together. That was so incredibly sweet, June, and we are so pleased that you are the first person named as the visionary artist, because it's just so right. Since we can't thank Gail and Ed Roski enough, I'm going to say that again, and they also were the sponsors of this event. We'd like to give special thanks to Grant and Jill Wise, who also underwrote part of this wonderful occasion, and all the members of the event committee that Steve didn't mention, I'm going to mention now: Elaine Attias, Lois and Ron Bloom, Mary and John Carrington, Ann Ehringer, Ron Gottesman, Jan Hantman, Paula Holt, Putter Pence, Rion Roski, Elizabeth Sample, Marna and Rockwell Schnabel, Lisa and Neil Sherman, Mark Wirtz, and Judy and Marvin Zeidler. Thank you all very, very much for your support and your good advice. Now, the central concept of this event is that you would really learn a lot about the kind of technology that is part of the Roski School of Fine Arts. We have a philosophy that we should really prepare our students for the world that they're entering, which is ever more technologically complex. We want to give our students that competitive edge that USC students should have. So while not giving up any of our traditional skills in drawing and painting and other disciplines, we have added this layer and the whole special areas, the intermediate area, and integrated technology across the curriculum. All of this is, of course, very daunting in terms of expense. So this is Adopt, Sponsor, and Name. And you will notice behind you on the tables are aspects of the program that can be adopted. We will call them by your name. We will label things so that everybody knows that you have been generous to us. We will be eternally grateful for your support. And there are various artists, Margaret Lazari did a wonderful lithograph that some of you will receive, and Brian Logan did a very complex and beautiful vase. And so you will take something away, but in contrast to most auctions, silent auctions, you are going to leave the equipment here. I know that many, many people in the audience are tempted by these toys, these wonderful toys, but we are going to keep them for our students. I hope you've all had a chance to talk to our students. I think they are our most amazing asset. We have a fantastic staff at the Roski School of Fine Arts, but a special thanks to faculty member Ann Page, who really coordinated this event, and Donna Stein, our Director of Development, who's been fantastic. So please continue the circuit. Make sure you've got a stamp so that you can participate in the raffle. Really, there's a whole series of rooms. If you've missed something, any room, you've missed quite a lot. So I hope that everybody gets to see everything. And if you come back at 5 o'clock, we will announce the who has won the raffle for one of the vases. So thank you again. Don't leave, but just continue eating, drinking, and enjoying our students and their art. Thank you.